PQ. 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 PQ.
It's not about raw numbers, it's about the per capita. Tell me you never went to school. Like, you guys have a smaller population, but you make up the vast majority of the crimes. Like, come on, it's common sense. Like, totally, like, what is not clicking for you? Like, fucking low IQ, dude. Can you believe that? This dude said we commit the most crimes. It's not like, you guys commit, like, what, 25% of the total crimes while we commit 70, but your population is much smaller. You shouldn't be committing 25% of the crimes. Like, I know I commit 70%, but, like, come on, dude. The raw numbers don't mean nothing.
Something is mentally wrong with black people who can support this administration. Come on, I can't hear nobody. How do you have absence of self-love that you'll sell your whole people out just to get a paycheck? Is there one?
During Jim Crow, the black family was together.
Black congressmen, black senators calling the president daddy. Something is wrong with you. Black preachers who said this is who God sent. Something is wrong with you. Black people on your job, are you telling me a tax cut is worth selling your people out? Is there one?
He's been a chronic disappointment, and I feel embarrassed that I told people to go vote for him because this wasn't going to happen, and it is happening.
I can't believe you, sis. All the encouragement you was giving us, all the stuff that you was talking, and now you mad because what?
Yeah, I remember they was sinking.
Hey, we're in West Born, and
Look, y'all.
our village pump stopped working. We're doing
That's the village pump.
Can y'all please tell me we have a membership?
Ain't even 2
I
inches.
was like, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles?
See that? She's showing you.
Hello?
They were lying.
Hey,
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
it's going up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're done.
Yeah, she was a fucking lie.
PQ.
All right. All right. You know what time it is. You know why we're here. We're here for the Roundup. Our return to our 3-day format, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This is our Friday show. Next week, we will be going back to Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you know like I know, if you heard what I heard, breaking news, Gerber Porter surprises the district court council race by adding his bid for council. Listen, y'all. Do y'all even know what that means? Like, somebody told me to play the song. I'm gonna play the song. Let me hold on. I'm gonna play the song for y'all. I think it's time, folks. I think we're almost there. All right. So I'm gonna play this and then we're gonna get into the show.
Alexandria, Louisiana. Stand up! Yeah. Hey! Stand up. Put your hands up. Whole city tired, man, they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up. Put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the key, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Taxation without representation. Trying to save the city before we save the nation. Every month another bill, another situation. People barely living, tired of frustration. Lights high, water got to. Whole hood stressed, what we supposed to do. Mama crying, daddy working overtime. Still can't win, man, this world out of line. But we ain't backing down. Tell the whole town, gather around. If you hear me, say it loud. Stand up, put your hands up. Whole city tired, man, they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the kid, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Hands up, like Mike Brown. Pain in the streets, got the city pipe down. Young boy lost, trying to find their way. Need real men, standing up today. If you a leader, then lay it right now. Don't wait till the whole thing burn down. Church folks, hood folks, come together. Real change only happen when we move together. Stand up for the north side. Stand up for the south side. Stand up for the east side. Stand up for the west side. Everybody say stand up, stand up. Hey, 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 hey. Stand up. Stand up. Put your hands up. Whole city tired, man, they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up. Put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the kid, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Hey. Alexandria, we still here. Stand up.
PQ.
Oh, it was a typo. It's a typo, folks. I know I scared a lot of people in District 4. It was a typo, folks. It was District 2, not District 4. Although, the curious thing about District 4 is apparently nobody's qualified for District 4. Which I'm assuming the agreement between them was that Lizzie was going to run it. And that's just the agreement. Nobody's going to run against it. Harry Silver came into that problem a couple times. Nobody ran against Harry Silver a couple times. That's why he was able to stay up there so long. See, what I think is District 4 is like they hand that off to someone else. You don't really see a large crowd, which is also curious, but you don't ever see a large crowd of candidates trying to crowd the District 4 race. Rarely ever happens. Rarely ever happens. YSKT's on the line with us. What's up, YSKT? Did you call to talk about my typo too?
PQ.
They work together as a race. What would it mean? Like a race, like a brotherhood, or like in the election sense of a race? Because District 4 is, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think that is the case. I think they do work together. They stick together. That's what you're, okay, I got it. They stick together as a race. It's not a bad allegation. It has plot points. It does have plot points. I'm waiting for YSKT to tap in. Seems to be that in the 25th hour, Mr. Porter said, Gary Johnson is not the representation that he would like to see for his district. So, again, Mr. Porter steps up to the plate in order to move his district forward. He was with us last night, right? And I gotta admit, we didn't even know. And I think it was undecided as of like when we got off the show. He still wasn't sure. But he made his decision. And now you guys have options. You have one viable option for councilman in District 2. And that's important. Oh, she got a sicko phone. Oh, yeah, you know what? You're just in time because Nat was just talking about the sicko phone you bought from down third.
That sicko phone she has doesn't work for her. Who got a sicko phone?
You do, apparently. Do you need to purchase some more minutes? We can write it off as a campaign finance.
That's what we doing? That's what we doing?
No, we're not. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Okay. All right.
All right. Just make a show.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. You have to be the change you want. And let me tell you something. Under the tutelage of Mr. Porter over these many, many years, I've learned that you can complain about a problem, but without investigating a solution, it's just hot air, right? It's just hot air. Oh yeah, that's Louisiana though. Yeah, we're in Central Louisiana. We're in Alexandria. We're talking about Alexandria politics. So, you might get some of it, you might not. The generalization is very important because this is happening. This type of behavior is when they're grouping up, and like I said, Harry Silver typically did not have many people that ran against him. I'd have to go back and look in the books, but I don't believe Harry Silver had a lot of people that ran against him while he was a lifetime council person. He literally did that job until he was on his deathbed, like literally. But seeing as how we're here now, right? Here we are. I know Miss Alita's listening. She might not be able to join us this evening, but we got this. Yeah. So far, as you can read the ticker up top, Councilman at Large is Greg Scott, Jim Villard. Councilman District 2, Gary Johnson and Gerber Porter. Councilman District 4, nobody. Mayor Ball, Gary Wilkins. Mayor of Forest Hill, Ann Jeter. Mayor of Woodworth, David Butler. Mayor Town of Boyce, Alma Scott Moore. Mayor of Glenmora, Jeffrey Botson, and Gary Goings. So that's a race. Mayor LeCount, Albert Butch Butler. So you got some congressional districts. In the 5th congressional district, Stuart Cathy and Michael Eccles, Gabe Furman, Dan McKay, Austin McGee, U.S. Senate Jamie Davis and Julia Letlow. That is the end of their race. That's just down to them two. Oh, there she goes. And finally, for the Mayor of Alexandria, Malcolm, Jock, and Lorenzo. This is going to be one hell of an election season. Good evening, Mr. Mercer. This is going to be one hell of an election season. See, me personally, if I could avoid being anyone, I would want to avoid being Gary Johnson. And this is why, right? Gary Johnson has to justify what he's done over the last 4 years as councilman for District 2. And do we have any highlights?
For who?
For Gary Johnson.
Yeah, we have one. Yeah, we have one. I will not lie on the man. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can't hear you on that Nokia you got.
Oh, not the Nokia. Don't do them.
Yeah, we got one highlight. He did say he was going around to black churches raising money to get Mr. Smith a statue. The basketball coach Peabody. Now I don't know what they do for his district, but that's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said. So
that's what he said.
I give him his credit where his credit is due. Yes, sir. At the church function. Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I got you. You hold that thought right there.
Another thing, sir. Another thing. a couple of years ago, they had the black councilman running, and they had a group of people saying that the black councilman was too old to be in office. Where's that same sentiment now about Jim Ballard?
What happened now?
I can't hear them. A couple of years ago, when they were telling that the black men were too old to be in office. Now, what we gonna say about Jim Ballard? Are they gonna say that he's too old to be in office now, or are they around?
You need to leave.
Ain't that something? Ain't that something?
Where are they now?
Yeah, where are they now?
What?
Black men were too old to be in office. But hey,
Hold on.
you got somebody going against Jim Ballard.
Check
Yeah,
this out.
say something.
Check this out.
Something is mentally wrong with black people who can support this administration. Come on, I can't hear nobody. How do you have absence of self-love that you'll sell your whole people out just to get a paycheck? Is there one?
During Jim Crow, the black family was together.
Black congressmen, black senators calling the president daddy. Something is wrong with you. Black preachers who said this is who God sent. Something is wrong with you. Black people on your job, are you telling me a tax cut is worth selling your people out? Is there one?
He's been a chronic disappointment, and I feel embarrassed that I told people to go vote for him because this wasn't going to happen, and it is happening.
I can't believe you, sis. All the encouragement you was giving us, all the stuff that you was talking, and now you mad because what?
Does that wrap it up in a bow?
Yeah, because that's exactly what they did. Just that. Yeah, they went down to the Trump convention and all that. So, yeah. And Jimmy Johnson,
I did forget about that. They got free tickets from Randy Wiggins.
Yeah. See, we only get in trouble for what other people do, and we remind folks that they did it. We didn't.
It's not my fault, bro. It's not my fault. Hey, you know them boys took that video down. They had a whole video. They made it. They edited it and put music to it and everything when they went down there. Boy, that's bad.
Yeah. So you know, we have people that, you know, I use that FUBU stuff, you know, for us, by us. Now I may get in trouble, but we need representation for us, and in order for the representation to get in office, they got to be voted in by us. You know, we can't sit idle. We cannot sit idle at all. You know, not this election.
Not this one.
Not none of them, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
So
I don't know if that's been the case. It seems like it has been. We need people to get up and realize what's happening, and that way they can get out and get Greg Scott in there. You can have, listen, this is the potential that can have Alexandria on a whole different trajectory. You remove Jim Ballard, you remove Gary Johnson, you add Greg Scott, and you add Mr. Porter. You take out, vote out Jock Roy, and you put in Malcolm Larverdane. At that point, boy, that's scary. Listen, y'all have the power to tip the scales in the other direction. I just want y'all to know that. He's being curt. All you viewers watching this now and later on, you have the power to tip this thing the whole other way. And we're not just talking about race. We're talking about policy. We're talking about agenda items. We're talking about things getting taken care of in your community.
And to be honest with you, Tavares, I think it should be a super PAC between Ball, Pineville, Boyce, and Alexandria mayors, because if the whole CenLa do good and grow, the whole CenLa does good and grow. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Right now, only the other side of the bridge is growing.
Right.
And so we need somebody to reach over to the other side and say, hey, look, what do we need to do to get some of that, what you got over here? You see?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Mr. Nat, Mark Mercer is sitting here in the room with us, right? I didn't get the update. Mr. Mercer? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he runs for mayor ball.
No. Well. Congratulations, Mr. Mercer. Yeah, buddy.
Yep.
You know, and I've heard nothing but good things about him. He's on the show often. He actually gets it. Hey, listen, I'm excited for him. I'm excited for Ball right now because this lady in his hat, she's out. You know, giving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
The one thing I like about Mr. Mercer is he's willing to talk. You know, me and Mr. Mercer, we come from two different perspectives. But when we talk, it's about right. It's usually boils down to right and wrong. You know, he may have his views, I may have my views. But when it comes down to right and wrong, we on the same page. You see, that sometimes that don't work like that.
It don't always go like. You know what? And people build walls around that, and we all love pickleball. So he's going to build a pickleball court and ball. It's going to be the ball pickleball. Never mind. I can't say it.
Yeah.
The pickleball ball. You can replace that with the Moon Pie Festival.
Boy, you better leave that Moon Pie Festival alone.
Sheesh. I heard that lady's willing to go down behind that.
So, you know, man, it right now, as far as it's in the hand of the people right now.
Mm-hmm.
We volunteer to do everything what we need to do to change our lives. We had a lot of volunteers giving out book bags this last couple of weeks. We need volunteers to help these candidates. You know, folks say, oh, he running, so he must got money. It don't work like that.
Mm-mm.
You see? Yes, Javon, let me be quiet. You gonna take a
No, because I gotta go in and I gotta update these damn stats. I gotta update this. Go ahead,
yeah. So you know, we got a fourth branch of government called We the People. And people have to understand that. I was looking at Gina, how they got that skate park for those kids. Because the people took lead. The people in Alexandria, I don't know if they're used to being beat down, where they can't take the lead. But we, the people, have to take the lead on some of these issues that's going on in our community. When it comes down to brown water and they say you got to flush the lines, get you a tool and start flushing the lines yourself then. That's what you start doing. When they say we need something for the kids to do, you make something for the kids to do. And we don't need to depend on the government to take care of our kids. But we, the people, must stand up in order to make a change. You see, a lot of people don't understand that, and a lot of people, they say, well, it ain't got nothing to do for the kids. Well, to be honest with you, it's not the government's job to really put nothing in there for the kids. Yeah, they add parks and stuff, but other than that, I never seen a city own a skating rink. I never seen a city own a water park. Now, if we get the crime down, maybe we can get somebody to come in here to invest in Alexandria. You know, when you get, I'm gonna let y'all in on the secret. I've been talking to the people in Baltimore, the city councilman up there, you know, and then we put it in the group. They invested in the infrastructure and homes and stuff like that. You know, when you can own a home, you got pride. You know, when you can get a better job, you got pride. And that reduces the crime. When you got a job, you ain't got to be out there doing nothing stupid to get a job. You know, you don't have to do nothing crazy to keep your house warm and stuff like that if you have homes built that you can afford, new affordable homes that you can afford. That plays a role in all that stuff. Alexandria don't want to give us new affordable homes. They want to give us apartments. Lee Rubin said that we could build equity in apartments.
Yes, you can. I found out, I went on the website and I found out that you can build equity in the apartment that you rent. You could do like they was doing and burn down. You could burn your stuff and then like you could put insurance on all your property, get renter's insurance, and then have somebody come in and break in. That's how you build equity.
Ain't that so?
Don't do that though. It's illegal.
Which is illegal.
It's a completely illegal Reddit.
And that, you know, hey, after Reddick's got out of office, the houses stopped burning down.
Everybody said that. They said when he got out of office, he was able to move out from District 1, and he now lives somewhere completely different. He moved off of Birdie. He made it out the hood. Must be nice.
Yeah.
You know who else made it out the hood?
Who that?
Mr. Leader.
Well,
technically.
I'm not gonna harp on Mr. Leader because I'm out here. I don't feel like.
You don't feel like hearing it. You don't feel like I got you.
Yeah, I don't feel like
So yeah, let's use Steven. Steven, thanks, Steven Maxwell, for posting all this stuff. So we're gonna use your stuff. Appreciate it. Let's see what else he's got here. Philip Terrell will serve another term as Rapides Parish District Attorney after running unopposed. This is his third term as a DA.
PQ.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, I'll skip over that.
Third term.
Third term.
After he squid on Jock Roy?
Well, listen, he was able to make it. You know, I don't like the fact that he didn't cover the school board races.
So many people.
Yeah,
and I am looking to serve. Well, my background is I'm a longtime resident here in Rapides Parish. I'm a longtime resident here in Rapides Parish. I actually was reared right here in the Rapides Parish school system. I graduated 2002 at Peabody Magnet High School. So I've always served here in this community, and I am looking to serve District I because it's time. I have served as a parent, I've served as an educator, and I have also been a parent in Rapides Parish. So I think that that's what qualifies me the most for this position. So what I really want to focus on is the village concept. I truly believe that as a community, we work better together. I believe that all of our children have a better chance of succeeding when they know that their community is behind them, that we're cheering them on, we're there to encourage them and uplift them. Our teachers are better able to perform and do their job duties when they know they have the support of the community. Less stress because we're there to chip in, help out when things are tight. I think we all work better together.
Hired. Yeah. Hired.
Well, they make work. They made 2002. They may work good together, but they never work that good enough to teach Jeff Powell kids.
They'll never be good enough for Jeff Powell.
Winning 5-yard touchdown campaigns.
Hold on, I'm getting too much.
Season.
Hold on.
I appreciate the opportunity. First of all, just Want to give a big shout out to everybody and let them know how important this election is going to be. And look, the main reason to run is very simple. We have to keep this momentum.
Come to find out, the reason he wears that mustard colored jacket is because those are his campaign colors. So you take that, YSKT.
And I'm going. The city had to take some decisive action almost 4 years ago, and we were heading in the wrong direction. And I would just say we are marching down the field. We are over the 50. We're not in the red zone yet, but we are driving. And now's not the time to throw an interception. Where we are today is we have gotten our utilities back straight and running right. And we are making all the right moves to get this city's public safety under control. Our cops are paid at the highest level. They're the highest benefited. They're the most resourced, and they'll let you know that. And so we just need to keep this momentum moving. And the last thing we need to do is change that momentum. We've got developments right across from here that we just announced. We have developments that are going to come out next week that are pretty big. These are job-creating developments, non-controversial job-creating developments. This is work the city's doing with our partners, and we just can't wait to keep doing more. And we're just excited about this opportunity. It's about momentum, and it's not about figuring out how to let someone learn on the job just because they say they want to change versus knowing what to do, being proven, being ready, and being about togetherness and uniting this city. So,
thoughts? Concerns?
Didn't he learn on the job?
Absolutely.
He learned, yeah, because I don't think he was born in here, wasn't he?
Listen,
no, he wasn't born in here.
He might have been. He might have been. Interesting, isn't it? Like some people have the ability to pick it up, and some people just they don't get it. They don't get what we're doing here. Hold on. I gotta do something real quick.
Don't throw an interception. Well, you might fumble the ball. You ain't got to throw an interception. Fumble the ball. It's dumb.
Right. I mean, we've been fumbling. That's why I got this story with YSKT. She said, give her a few minutes. Did you see what I said? He is a joke. Oh, well, hold on. I gotta catch up. There goes Miss Velma. Hey, Miss Velma. UCN says he's a joke. Did he take a dig at Mr. Lavernay? Yes, he absolutely did. Did you see what I said? I did, in fact, see what you said. And maybe he was born in a bayou in Africa. Damn. Africa got bayous? Listen, guys, YSKT, I need to get that file. Where's that file at? I need to get the file so I can upload it. Because we got something that needed to be discussed, right? And we have to discuss this, right? Because there's a lot of things, people are saying anything for election season. Just want you to know that. They're literally saying anything and everything for election season. She said, go to the reignite on the city of Alexandria. All right. All right, guys, hold on. He said he wanted to give a big shout out. Major shout out. I got a major shout out. How major is it? Dynamic. Remember that? No? Okay.
Yeah. Like Michael Jordan.
Like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Larry Bird. Larry Bird.
Yeah.
This guy.
Boy, they don't know how to make us look as people, boy.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you guys excited? You guys are not excited about this? Hold on. You guys aren't excited about the new baby fucking whatever this is, the baby leopard at the zoo?
We got brown water issues. We got brown water issues that people say.
Does the leopard drink brown water? Maybe not. I heard the dogs don't even drink brown water.
Exactly. You know, people will argue with you, and people say, "Oh, it's the homeowner's fault." these houses are almost newly built. And this is, you got to be kidding me.
Get excited, Alexandria.
In Alexandria.
Get excited. Look at this. Look at that. Oh. You guys aren't excited about this? What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
No.
No, Ms. Velma. The case is closed. It's gonna be a 3-man race, and that's cool. That's good. That's good enough. I thought Roosevelt was gonna pop up and some more people, but he had 4 years to make a touchdown.
Tell Ms. Bama it's gonna be a two-man race as councilman at large.
Oh yeah. Old established Alexandria versus what Alexandria needs is young. What they said, he too old. Ms. Linda Bell said she can watch this shit on National Geographic. The fact that they went through the trouble of making a whole slideshow about it is insane. It's a beautiful animal, don't get me wrong. It's just a bad city. He's going to come up on the wrong side of town.
Hey,
He's on the wrong side of town.
Hey, Tavares, I want you to notice something, Tavares.
What's that?
When you go to the city of Alexandria, when you go to the city of Alexandria website, and they say something about the housing, when you get there, they don't let you comment on that because folks say about the slums. So they don't let you comment on that when they talk about housing. Ain't that something?
I want to make a. I can't make a comment. I can't make a comment.
You can't.
Damn, that's cold.
They turn them off.
Turned off the comments.
I wonder why.
Well, I mean, we can still, we can still advertise for them or what have you. But that's not a good look, Alexandria. The city of Alexandria. You turning off the comments for what? You turn off the comments for? Is this assistance a grant? Listen, the last person I'm going to take advice from on whether it's a grant or a loan, it's not the city of Alexandria and its current administration. We still haven't figured out whether the restore was a grant or a loan. Listen, I'm going to say we can go ahead and start the victory party. Listen, I want you guys to get this. Yeah, all hands up. Yeah. We can go ahead and do the victory party now. Wait. Before we get to the victory party, we got to actually do the awareness work. Because we're going to need people to be aware. It can't be a soul that can vote in this city that don't know what the issues are. When that's going for council, it shouldn't be a soul in District 2 that don't know that Gary Johnson has been a lackluster representation. That he was also, I got to highlight that you guys might have forgot. Remember when all the black folks, when you were allowed to mention utilities at the city council meeting, and they had that one big meeting where everybody could come up and talk about utilities, and they put Gary Johnson temporarily in charge of the meeting so he could manage the black folks? Nobody remembers that? Okay. Glad you guys remember that. She said she remembers. All right. What else did he do? Remember when he said he needed money? Remember during the budget hearing? And he said that his district needed this and that. And is it too late to ask for money? And then Jock was like, shut up. And he was like, okay. And then he went ahead and agreed with the budget anyway.
Yep.
Remember during the bond hearing? Never mind, I'm not going to. Listen, there's too many examples. If you guys follow this show, you already know. So I don't know what to tell you guys. But it's cold that they turned off the comments. That's cold.
Well, sometimes if you want the truth hidden, you got to suppress it.
Suppressing the truth. That's oppression. That's voter suppression right there. Yeah, you're not telling everybody the whole story. Let me get over to YSKT real quick. Hold on. Ms. Shamir, you ready? Mr. Leader, you're not loaded in. Yeah, you're gonna have to drop back out and come back.
Yeah, I knew they was gonna let you down tonight, so I had to come on. And,
I appreciate it, man. That's why I asked specifically for you.
I knew,
It's that time of the month
people gotta
where
understand that
Shamir runs out of minutes.
Yeah. People gotta understand that these people are not for us. Jim Ballard voted against affordable housing that people could own. Jim Ballard voted against the city council being able to, you remember they had that where they wanted to make sure the city council could set the rates for the city,
mm-hmm.
and they had to send it to Baton Rouge, and
mm-hmm.
When they don't want to raise the minimum wage or whatever, but they want the city council to do something.
Mm-hmm.
He voted no against that.
Yep, that was yes, that was Ballard or Fowler. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That was the fight for 15.
He was also on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm here for action. I had to do something. Thank you. I'm here.
Okay. And I'm not Ann. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that. Welcome to the show.
Definitely did. I just want to know if that's what you want.
Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa. Okay. Relax. Calm down. Yes, those people that were talking about getting out of office did, in fact, Villard was against having the municipalities of Alexandria be able to set the minimum wage. That was the bill on the table. And they came out against it. I might be able to pull that up. But, Ms. YSKT, can you send me or can you share your screen? And you can run the PowerPoint if you want. Or
no,
you
I
can
cannot because I told you before.
Okay, just send me the file. I can send me the file.
No, I got it from the city website. I can show you where to go.
Okay.
And not only that, Tavares.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go to.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm gonna tell him.
Jim Ballard voted against the Riddle Registry also.
He did. Matter of fact, majority of the ideas that were presented to them. Oh, I see where you got this from. Hold on.
It's under transparency.
City of Alexandria.
It's gonna say 2026 reignite. So a little it's a few slides. Transparency.
Okay. For the reignite. Oh, FAQ.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Listen. I need y'all full attention on this.
When you park by McDonald's, or Wi-Fi ain't working this good. Go to.
Because they took their time to make this because the same questions he asked was the same questions from the ribbon cutting. So they took time to make this PowerPoint up. Little slideshow show.
Mr. Lim, Nat said Mr. Lim said he had a problem with the people not being able to comment. Didn't Villard vote against Juneteenth being a holiday? Probably did.
Yep.
Some cold shit he got going on. All right, so hold on. Let me cut this music off, and we're gonna let our good friend from YSKT walk us through this FAQ and see if we can make sense out of it. All right. So this is the FAQ. This can be found. Let me go back out Show y'all where I found it at.
Because
Right.
they want you to see it. They put it there for a reason. So
Right. All right. So transparency, reignite, excuse me, FAQ complete 2026. Right. Only thing I did different was shrink those down so we didn't have to see all that extra stuff. All right. So this is about having a stronger corridor, a stronger city, and a stronger future. So the contents are 8 questions and 8 answers. What is reignite and why now? Which would answer the question about is this about campaigning? Where does the 82 million come from? Which answers the question about whether or not it's coming out of your taxes or out of the city budget.
which it
Why not?
is.
Why not just spend it on more police? Which was not a question that anybody had.
No,
Uh,
no, 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 no. These questions are questions that I asked in city council meetings.
okay, okay. Oh, you specifically asked these questions.
Yeah, I specifically asked these questions in city
Oh,
council
so this is
meetings.
for you.
I guess so.
Why not just spend it on drainage and roads? Why save the mall? Aren't malls dying? Will this actually work? What is ACEs? What happens if we don't act? That's a threat. That's a threat. That's a
Bring
threat.
it. Show me. Show us.
All right, go ahead and go through this with me.
Well, it says this part is about Spark versus Reignite because they're supposed to be pretty much one and the same. So you can say he did the same goddamn project about almost 20 years later. So but this project actually costs more, but he did less corridors. Um and you'll see that as you keep going. Now, this is going to say where all of the money comes from, and they definitely need to pay attention to this one. Oh, you
You
saying
said it.
something? Oh, okay,
Uh
never
huh.
mind.
Right.
Yeah. So, boom. Look at that. 45
Now,
million. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, 45 million from city bonds using existing sale tax and debt service model leveraged 30 million for private federal and state matches and 7
Okay.
million came from the capital outlay.
Okay.
So
He know how to get money, right?
that's 52 million of it came from bonds and money that was already in the budget,
Okay.
and 30 million of it came from private federal, which I honestly don't think that these should be grouped together. I think these should be separated. Honestly, I think that's a little
It's like
misleading.
coupons. You know how when they say you can't add more than, certain coupons together? It's like
Mm.
that.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that they are saying that the money that was raised includes private, federal, and state matches. But here's the thing: the
Mm.
private shouldn't be with federal and state matches. The private should be on its own, so people can see how much private investors are putting in, and not just group them in with the federal and state matches. That's a little
Mm.
misleading.
Mm.
It's a double A bond rating, one of the strongest in Louisiana. Every public dollar pulls in roughly another dollar from private federal, roughly. And again, they're rigging all these up together. Private private funds are not federal and state sources. Federal and state sources are federal and state sources. Private funding is private funding. That should
Private.
have its own category. They're trying to conflate. Why not just spend this on more police? By law, we can't. Capital funds can't pay salaries. But
Duh. Yeah, like people
those,
stupid.
you see
Yeah,
how
like
big the
people
writing is.
stupid.
Somebody went to town on the AI. They yeah.
But on this part, why I knew about the number two community service officer that says HQ headquarters. So I wonder what headquarters is.
Daily patrol is based right on Masonic Drive. And he's gonna put the headquarters in the corridor.
That's what it looks like.
That's exactly what he's doing.
But look at number one, SWAT training center. I don't remember that.
A critical, modularized, interactive regional training center and multi-agency public safety health center. I feel I feel that this shouldn't be on Reignite.
It shouldn't. They have their own goddamn budget called the police budget. So
That boy tricky. He tricky. The bigger picture, recruiting officers isn't really about pay. Alexander's compensation is competitive. It's about quality of life. Reignite invest in exactly that. No, sir. I keep telling y'all that certain cops won't come to these Jim Crow ass towns. They won't. It's too much of a risk on their personal lives. And
mm,
everybody's not with the Jim Crow shit like Alexandria is.
mm.
Why not just spend it on drainage of roads? We are, and the corridor is what unlocks the federal drainage match that helps the rest of the city.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I gotta stop
How
believing that shit.
how the drainage hook works. The drainage hook.
He's explaining the drainage around the Masonic corridor, knowing goddamn well that's not the drainage we be talking about. We talking about drainage around the whole city.
He said the mall area drainage canal, a federally eligible project, runs through the corridor. Eligible, federally eligible. That means that they could do it. Wasn't it? Wait a minute. Wasn't it already through that? Like, did they move it and then move it into the reignite area, or was that
I
federally
don't know what
eligible?
that's about.
So I think there's a canal that runs by the mall or runs through the mall.
Um, okay.
That little overpass. It's always been there. I don't know why we need to reignite to actually get the federal funds to fix it or repair it, whatever needs to be done. Triggers federal dollars, federal match dollars. The scale of the project unlocks the grants. What grants? What grants? Are we just gonna say the grants? Okay, cool. Citywide drainage benefit. Improvement reached nearly all of Alexandria because that's how water works. Water flows through the entire city. Never mind. The bigger picture. Roads and drainage need ongoing funding. Reignite grows the tax base that pays for them. Boy, stop. Why save the mall? Aren't malls dying? We're not saving the mall. We're
Nobody even said that he came up with that shit on his own
I'm
because
telling you.
I love to shop in person. He's the one that came up with all of that bullcrap. Because when they did the whole little showing at the mall, it was all about making the mall look better. But now he's saying, "Oh, we don't want to get rid of the mall." He playing both sides. I don't think he really know what the hell he want to do.
I think he already has the idea. He's just doesn't want to tell everybody else. I think that there's a whole bunch of backroom dealings and goings ons that they're not telling the rest
That's
of us.
why they don't want him out of office because the whole tower will fall.
Yeah.
If he gets out all the deals, all the all
Yeah.
everything that he's been doing all this time is he in bad shape right now.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the SWAT training center was on the council agenda. Yeah, yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. That's the one I'm talking about.
I sure don't remember, man.
Um,
Don't have a problem with it, by any means. But why the hell y'all want to sneak that shit in there? I mean, sneak that in there like that.
let's see. Traditional malls, retail only indoor shopping, static storefronts, limited community use. The modern town center has food and entertainment and recreation and events, a walkable experience, first mixed use energy. Mixed use energy. What does that mean? What does that even mean? Public dollars build the infrastructure. They don't go into private retail. The mall's owners invest their own capital. What happens if we don't? Major vacant property, blight risk, weaker market signals, negative spillover across the corridor. What? Listen. So, this is the contextualized idea that we need to grasp a hold of. We need to know what Jock is trying to bloviate and fixate on versus reality, right? Um, the thing is, in reality, this thing has been blight for a long time, right? And the fact that you you thought that you could roll the dice on reignite for a re-election, because that's what this re is all about. It's about a re-election. Because when you did restore, that was because you got reelected. And now that you're doing reignite, you're trying to get reelected again. So everything is about redoing what we've done. And no, blight risk, you can't like you can't just throw this shit out here and expect people to just believe it, right? I need a risk assessment. I need to see actual
That's what he's
studies.
used to, though. He's used to just putting stuff out there and nobody questioning.
Yeah, I need to see studies. You know, studies are good. That helps with what you're saying, right? Because if what you're saying is true, it should be backed by something. Will this actually work? Alexandria has done this before. Spark used the same logic in 2008, and the results are still adding value today. Now, how? Tell me how.
You always forget that part, huh?
Yeah,
Like,
show
give
me
me
how.
an example.
Every Spark partnership is still operating and still adding to Alexandria's tag base. How? What? What is it? You got the amphitheater. It looks like this looks like the is that the Coughlin Sanders Center?
I gotta zoom in.
I can't zoom in. Can I zoom in?
I can't even tell what that is. That look like a hospital, man.
Can anybody pop that in the chat to tell me what this is?
Yeah, I don't even know what
Or
that
is it
is.
AI generated?
It looked like a clinic, or something.
Yeah.
I can't tell what that is. Look at
What
that.
what is this?
Break on. I don't know. I thought it was a CLTCC, but I feel like that's some made up stuff.
Some of
I
this
ain't
is
never
AI.
seen that before. I have never seen that before. That building, like, where is that in Alexandria?
They're playing on our tops.
Unless that's CLTCC. But I know that's the little amphitheater thing, theater thing. Let me see. I can't see that. No.
I see
Wait,
I
wait,
see
go up. I can't see. Let me
hold
hold
on,
on.
hold on. I gotta scroll up.
I'm trying to see what's on the right hand. Look, fire trucks. What the hell is fire trucks right there for?
Fire trucks. Everybody likes fire trucks.
Yeah, but this is about Spark and Red. I'm
Fire,
just trying
get
to
it?
understand.
Spark, fire, reignite, fire trucks. Do
So
you
you see
not
that
get
right
it?
there?
What?
The 2008 Spark, 3 corridors for 96 million, but 2025 1 corridor for 82 million.
Yeah, but it's
Now,
faster. Well, they're gonna do it faster
make it make sense, though. Make it make sense.
because it costs money to do it fast. Speed and scale. Remember? Nobody believes it. Nobody believes anything that's being said. Oh,
Uh,
she said it's the CLTCC building.
yeah, that's what I was assuming.
They say it's a kids museum. Hold on. Prissy
Oh,
Reap says they need to move. They need him to remain in office. Prissy Reap said that. Go figure. There's got to be something in it for her or the people that she represents, which is the real estate people.
yeah, I know how
Uh,
this.
remember, all this wouldn't be done if they would have never gerrymandered the Masonic corridor out of the Black district. Tough truths. Aren't they revamping the mall? Something that doesn't sound promising is coming to take over. Yeah, they're trying to make the mall into like this.
Like a shopping center, I guess.
No, it's not. Okay, so it's supposed to be an entertainment facility where you got I don't know, folks.
That's
Listen,
why I said it's really supposed to be like one of those. I call it like a. I was thinking from the pictures and stuff, look like a plaza, or something like that.
tell them why they let Lizzie Felter gerrymander. Yeah, she did. That look, this is why. Now,
What a
Prissy,
map at? That's what I want to know. Where is the goddamn maps?
no, no maps. We will not be using maps. Maybe that's what it was. Who knows where I heard that from? Hey, I think you might be right. Um, of course she wants him to stay in office because they benefit from him. That's exactly what I said. Let's see here. All right, so let's see. Oh, a first class. That's what it was. ACES is a first class museum, children's museum and learning center, a new anchor destination alongside the Alexandria Zoo. So more
So first,
things.
I want to say this.
Uh,
So number one said what? I can't see because the live icon in the way. Let me see.
it says museum. Stop
Number one
one.
said museum. Okay.
Stop one is the museum. Stop
Number
two is the
two,
zoo.
zoo. Okay,
Stop
but hold
three
on,
is
hold
the
on, hold on.
park.
So two and three is what a lot of the white population had complaints about. But what's crazy is that golf course has been there for a very long time. And I see those guys out there golfing literally every day. So what's the point of y'all being upset that he put the pickleball course and he's upgrading the tennis course and stuff like that? I've seen a lot of white people play at the tennis course too. You see what I'm saying? So why do you need a gun now to go on that side of town when we've already
You
had
never
these
needed a
things?
You never needed a gun to go to the golf course.
Uh, because this is my thing. He said that the pickleball community asked for this, right?
Hmm.
So why the hell didn't y'all choose somewhere else to put your pickleball courts?
Mm,
If you see what I'm saying, so let's
mm.
make it make sense. You could have
Brother
put it
Brown,
anywhere you want to because it
Brother
was
Brown
just
said
pavement.
he said maybe they should have courted Dave and Buster's to come to the mall. That would have
I
been
love
smart.
David. I absolutely love David. Like I love David Buster's.
Yeah. I took mom on a trip to Dave and Buster's out in Lafayette. We had a blast.
Exactly. You got to go to Lafayette to go have some fun and go get some decent down food and
Hmm.
some good customer service.
And the people were nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
Like
the
you want to eat
food
some good
wasn't.
food?
Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Don't forget. Yeah, I took you. Don't worry. That's what I said. I said what I said. Don't forget the adult emporium for the parents because that's in between the zoo. Well,
Right. They
yeah.
can go to the adult emporium
While they're
after
waiting
they
to
done with the zoo. They can leave the kids in the car and they can go.
go to adult, they can send the
They can
kids
go
in the
inside
zoo
the
by
yeah.
themselves.
Pick them
Yeah.
up a daiquiri, which I love me a daiquiri every now and then, right? But if we gonna fight against something, let's put it all out there. Adult emporium, a daiquiri shop is right across from the zoo. All right.
And it's right across the street from the parks too.
Okay, where the kids and stuff at. So,
Hmm.
but you got to bring a gun to be on that side of town.
Yeah, you got to bring a gun. They would have that. That would have been an anchor business in the mall. You're damn right. See, Mr. Brown, I just see. I got
Even
questions.
putting restaurants in the mall would have been fun. You know, other malls got it.
If you had a mall full of restaurants and
Mm-hmm.
entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
that would have been great. But all this secretive
Yeah.
fly by night shit, like, no, bro, that's what makes people not trust you. And you have a penchant for doing fly by night dirty shit under the table. So nobody's gonna have the public trust isn't there.
Yeah, and you know how to get money, fool. So when y'all did what y'all did with them homeless people, which they wasn't bothering y'all, you understand? You know how to get money though. So that means that it's something could have been provided. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Is what I'm saying. Like for those people. Anything. I mean, dang, like and then you got this fool going out there. What's his name? Is his name Roosevelt Johnson? Is that his name? What's his name?
Which one?
Going out there giving people tents and
Oh man.
warm water, room temperature water, with that little ass
Hey,
cooler
you
he
know
had.
what? That
That he,
cooler did not have a drop of ice in it.
bro, who got to bend over to dump a little ass cooler like that? That ain't one of them big old crawfish coolers, you know, or nothing. He could have did that with one hand. He literally bent over, turned it over with both hands. That's a big ass dude. Man, y'all better stop falling for that stuff. That's clown behavior.
Ah, hold on. If they do the dope, if they shut the adult emporium down, your doctors, lawyers, and bank execs wouldn't have a place to go relieve their stress. Ah,
Cause
take it off the screen.
y'all know they be walking back there.
That's why they hate
Unless
about
they
the
cut
tennis
that.
courts. Hey, honey,
We
I'm
might
going
have
to
to
go
take a
play tennis
tour.
today.
We might have to take a tour inside that dog emporium
They're
and see
not gonna
what.
let us.
Ooh.
I had a friend. Well, I got a friend. She's still my friend. She was telling me about stuff that be going down in the adult emporium.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to think about the demographics for some of these high end franchises. Yeah, well, I mean, even still, if you're building out a corridor, no, Mr. Brown, we're not talking about it. Okay, so parks and dining. Stop for is dining.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
early
like what the
learning
hell?
zones,
Yeah.
rotating field trips, hands-on STEAM exhibits, imagination and maker spaces.
What the hell is STEAM? You mean STEM?
AI won't do it right unless okay.
What the fuck? Sorry.
A publicly owned anchor that strengthens the corridor already backed by local business and philanthropic support. What happens if we don't act? Doing nothing isn't free. It's going to cost us. The
It is
corridor,
free. Doing
yeah.
nothing is free.
Listen, people have been doing nothing in Alexandria for a long time, sir. The corridor risk decline. The mall risk an existential crisis in under a decade. And Alexandria loses ground we've had to make up later. We'd have to make up later. Two futures. Damn. Not the Terminator 2 fucking two futures without action, a vacant mall property and blight and spillover effects, loss of federal match dollars, shrinking tax base. The Alexandria Mall could move into an existential crisis in well under a decade. Now, fuck all the dumb shit. Y'all gonna have to excuse me. Do you see how they wrote that in as a quote? Can y'all tell me who that quote is from?
It sounds like something something Roy was saying.
It came from the reignite. It came from what we're reading. It quoted itself.
Well, I see that. But it said, yeah, I know. Reignite FAQ.
You got to be kidding me, folks. We got to stop this foolishness, y'all. This man just sat up here and gave y'all 10, 10 slides of hot shit. It didn't give you any statistical data, didn't give you any ROI data, didn't give you any raw data, didn't give you any
You know,
studies.
that's his favorite thing is data, 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 data. That's his favorite thing is numbers. But his excuse gonna be, I mean, we can't see nothing yet because it ain't done. Duh.
What the trickery. With Reignite, citywide drainage benefits, reimagined town center, walkable family friendly corridor, growing tax base. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been dealing in statistics and data and PowerPoint presentations and presentations in general. When I tell you this is literally the bare boneses of most minimal of information being given on anything ever, this is literally the most minimalist information available for any project I've ever seen.
This is just something to cover his back. That's all.
This is a FA.
He
We
think he,
answered
he
it in
think
the
it's gonna make
FAQ.
people. He think it's gonna make people shut up, but it ain't.
No, this made it worse. This made it worse. And in the words of my good friend, uh, so
Did you see what Nat said?
he's giving raw data to the shit. Why did you make me put it on the screen? Stop sharing. I'm not sharing no more. Every time I share something with y'all, it turns out bad. It turns out bad.
See, now I can't hear you because you messed it up.
I didn't. Can you hear me now? Who was this presented to? Nobody. It was presented to the public. That's who it was presented to. Uh, your tax base leaves when people leave Alexandria. So what is he talking about? Yeah, the reignite FAQ referenced itself in its own PowerPoint. Look, y'all got an Olive Garden. What more do y'all want?
They beg for that, bird. Like, and that, they beg for that.
I'm gonna tell
And
y'all
that's
something.
all that stuff really for out of towners. Like, we don't have nothing for the Alexandrians, bro.
Olive
Like,
Garden is mid as fuck. Excuse my language.
bro, what? I've been saying that, but they said I was hating when I said that, but I didn't have real Italian food. Goddamn, sorry.
Yeah, that is mid as shit. That is not goals, fam. That is not goals. They told me to check my inbox. Uh
What did you miss from Wise KT on the page when I fell asleep last time?
oh no, we were talking about your field trip when you went on your field trip.
Yeah, those videos have so many views, y'all. It's ridiculous. Like,
Hold on, I
like
don't.
8,000 and up, and it's ridiculous.
Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute. I gotta play this. Hold on, guys.
Stop telling.
What the fuck? Why did it just took? Can you hear me?
See, it messed up again. Now I gotta leave out again.
Oh, it said my page crashed. All right, let's uh let's go ahead and shut that down. Pull that up. All right, maybe it's me. Hold on, we're gonna wait for her to come back. Are people going to Olive Garden? I don't. Are have you did when you drove by the Olive Garden? Did you see people out there, or did you drive by the Olive Garden?
Who you talking to?
You
What about Olive Garden?
did you see people in the Olive Garden when you drove by it?
I never said I drove by Olive Garden.
Oh, neither did I. All right, here we go.
For not just public officials, but the community to be armed with the information to say, stop telling fibs.
New tonight, Alexandria Mayor Jacques Roy held one of his mayoral briefings today. The mayor discussed things ranging from the greater
I'm mad that he called it one of his one of his mayor briefings.
Look how
Uh,
nice the reporters look back. You know what I'm saying?
Alexandria Economic Development Authority to the city's financial status. However, the bulk of the briefing centered on Restore. Jay McCulley spoke with the mayor and has more.
Restore was designed to say, hey, look, a lot of things led to this. What this administration wants to do is make sure that we don't add to people's problems at home, but that we help them dig out of this.
Mayor Jacques Roy says Restore gave a one-time grant off the top of what residents owed and that they never had to pay it back. Roy says Restore also allowed residents to catch up to their current bill and that the leftover balance was amortized over time.
hey, can we just say this? The majority of the people in that room are all staff. Can we acknowledge that they're either staff or council people? How you say? How much do you think it would cost to repair all the issues in the neglected communities in Alexandria? Not $90 million. Ms. Velma said, "What's wrong with his hair?" Listen, I'm gonna keep playing.
Roy says misinformation led some Alexandria residents to miss out on these funds.
Not enough people applied because they were being fed a line.
During the briefing, the mayor made an effort of transparency amongst his constituents.
I would encourage people to watch today's Halloween briefing by my office online, and you can see my bill unpacked live before your eyes with all the math there, just supporting what we've been saying.
So wait a minute, is this another one of those things where you reference yourself for proof? It's like, yeah, I'm the proof. Here's the proof that I provided. And he does that a lot. And it's very annoying. Like I'll provide the data that I'm going to use. Like, what? You're going to provide the data that we're going to use to prove your point? All right, cool.
Roy says the city's utilities are back on track.
A year and 3/4 in, the city's financial state is excellent, and we're proud to have been able to do that with our council.
In Alexandria, for News Channel 5, I'm Jay McCulley.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't trust it. Thoughts, concerns? None. Oh, they wanted me to go back and pull up the. uh Let's see here. See if I can think of it. It's the December 21st KLAB restore. Let's see. Let's see if we got the videos. Uh, KLAB Alexandria, Louisiana. Let's try that one out. There we go. So, yeah, I know we do like this video. We go back in time and we try to explain it to people why we not tripping. And everything that we say does have a factual base. He said the utilities are on point. The Halloween briefing, what is that? It was he got in there. Listen, he went in there on Halloween day, and he did one of his mayoral briefings, and he talked. He talked to the city council people that were in the crowd, and he also talked to his staff that was also in the crowd. Is that the day he was going to put up Stephen Shark and Jack Hinton's bill? I do believe that was the day. That was the day. Does anyone under 40 want to run for an office? Yeah, we got brother Greg Scott. He's running against Jim Villard. I think Malcolm might be slightly out of his 40s. He's younger. Um, he said if Restore was good, why did Cynthia Perry apologize for voting for it? I don't know. I can't answer that. I can't answer that. But I can answer.
Because it sounded good, but they ain't know what the hell it was about.
Well, that we're about to find out. Listen, I'm scared of this lady. Can I say that? Is that legal? Am I allowed to say that I'm actually in fear of this lady? Look at this. This is
She do look
scary.
like a little clown, like those little masks. It's just too much makeup, goddamn.
That's not what we're here for.
You said it.
Welcome back to Good Day CenLa. Jacques Roy and Councilman Reddix Washington join us today for a little chat. Guys, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Of course, of course. So, tell us what y'all are working on over at the City of Alexandria for the holiday season for 2023.
Well, we are in the middle of this 100-day plan that is, a lot to get going on, but there are some things even within it. We kind of have it broken down in 30-day increments. Radix has been championing one part of it that is near and dear to a lot of people, and that is working on some of these problems with utilities. And that is very pronounced, especially this time of year.
Okay, well, so when you say problems with utilities, what do y'all mean?
Well, there was a situation where, due to a confluence of lots of things, I would say, but
So again, with the vagary, the vagueness of it all, there are a lot of things. It was a compounding confluence of contrarian, convoluted consequences, and
there was from meter reading to a breach of the city's.
what? It was a what? What was it?
Leading to a breach of the city's cybersecurity to many other things. Not getting.
Let me tell you
out
something real quick about breaches. I just got a letter in the mail about a security breach with a dental insurance company I was with.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the catch. I read through it, but they're actually providing a service to their customers. It's like a monitoring software that they're going to
Mm-hmm.
let us have for 2 years. So pretty much if anything happens, we'll know, like, because it'll be monitored, our social security number and things like that. So they actually offered, something, to us in case something does happen. And it's not something I see often, you know, and it's
That
paid for.
Data breaches typically are accompanied by notifications being sent out
Yes. Thank
to
you.
everyone involved.
And I got a letter.
And you had a letter,
I have a
right?
letter. Yes.
Mom talks about the one time some operation she was working with, they got a data breach and she was sent the letter. Um
Yes.
so data breaches are typically followed by a letter. And I want to ask everyone that is watching in Alexandria, when this data breach happened 4 or 5 years ago during COVID, when this data breach happened, did anyone receive a letter about your information being leaked out into the dark web? I have not.
I don't recall.
You would recall. I guarantee you would recall. So our kids went to school today. What a stupid decision not
Right.
to change the subject. Just wanted to mention this.
Yeah, it was like it must have been a practice day or something. I'm gonna be real. I'm not finna do all that goddamn getting up early and everything else, getting them up for one day.
They trying to
You got
train
me
your
messed
kids.
up.
They want to
Yeah,
train them.
but I'm not finna do. Baby, you gonna go Monday.
You go Monday like
You
everybody
gonna
else.
go Monday.
You won't be late.
The city is faced with a whole bunch of people who have long cycle bills. So we're talking 100 plus days.
Now, mind you, he kind of glossed over the data breach and he went directly into talking about billing cycles. Yeah, your information was leaked out to the dark web,
And
but about your
usually,
bill,
yeah, and usually, when someone tells a lie, that what y'all say, you have to come up with even more
another yeah,
excuses to keep up with that one lie. And when I say that, I mean breach. Because if you follow, UCN, Universal Collective Network, they talked about this for years. So you'll notice the different terms that they use. And you have to be careful with the terms that you use, in general. Because it was breach. And what was the other word?
it wa-
Hack.
it was hacked.
Those are totally different things. Okay.
Yeah, they got white hats. And see, and that's the thing. When we went, like, and see, this is why I think Mr. Porter is perfect for the job. Mr. Porter literally broke it down for us. And if you guys watch this show, we literally asked Mr. Porter anything. And if he knows about it, he will give the information in totality, not in bits and pieces. And if we have the wrong idea, he'll give us pushback. Like okay, wait a minute, maybe we should think of it like this. That's always good for answers.
You should want someone like that on your team because believe it or not, we don't know it all.
We really don't.
Our brain isn't able to hold that much information, which is why it's called teamwork, you
She said,
know?
hell no, no letter.
So yeah, no.
Yeah, I didn't get a letter for this data breach that he just mentioned. He just glossed over. Let me run it back.
With a whole bunch of people who have long cycle bills of the cities due to a confluence of lots of things.
He didn't want to even talk about the data breach, but he had to talk about the data breach.
Listen to the words he used.
Say, but there was,
Lots.
from meter
And
reading to
watch
breach
this.
of the city's cybersecurity.
He didn't want to mention that shit. You could tell he didn't want to mention it.
Breach. There was a situation where
Let's see, look, he's looking to Reddix, and Reddix is just
Yep.
as
Like
fucking
I'm waiting on
clueless.
you, boy. I'm waiting on
Yeah,
you.
boy, I brought you up here and put these lights up under you. You look like a goddamn milk dud, man. You melting there, man.
due to a confluence of lots of things, I would say, but there was from meter reading to a breach of the city's cybersecurity to many other things, not getting the bills out, et cetera. The city is faced with a whole bunch of people who have long cycle bills. So we're talking 100 plus days. People on fixed income and others just can't handle that. And Rex probably.
Reddix, man, I'm drowning here, man. Fucking come in and save me, man. Shit, man, I brought you up here to fucking you listen, you put your name on this shit. Only got estimated utility bills. They did. They were sending out estimates. They were going off last year's usage, which is crazy, but okay.
Gets a lot of calls, as do I.
And look, he just sitting there shaking his head. Yep, yep. It's showtime. We're on live TV. It's 11:42 in the morning. I got to show up. Let's see what happens.
About that. Yeah, and so the biggest thing I've been telling people is help is on the way. I guess now we can say help is right around the corner, and so we're just moving forward.
You see that determination? That
Yes,
like,
indeed. Yes,
Around the corner.
indeed.
Help is on the way. I guess now we can say help is right around the corner, and so we're just moving forward to handle one of those things and within the new mayor's 100-day plan.
And that's one thing I do not want to hear is about no fuck. I mean, no 100-day plans. I do not want to hear that from nobody. Period.
okay, so Brown, the reason why there's a story behind everything, and y'all know we always know. The story about why Reddix was up there is because at first, you know how they put things on the agenda. Jock puts things on the agenda, but it takes a council person to actually say that they're introducing this agenda item to put on the agenda. Well, the original idea, I think, was for Villard to introduce the restore plan on the agenda, even though it was completely Jock's thing. They were going to use Villard to put it on there, which is another strike against Villard, by the way. But Reddix stepped up and said, no, I'll put my name on it. I think I can help you sell this to the black folks. And that's how Reddix ended up in the spotlight behind this. That's how have you seen Jock Roy sit at a fucking desk at KLAB since? Anybody? Has anybody seen Jock Roy at the KLAB desk since then? No. No. They were working hard to sell this shit.
Now, is there a plan in place, or are y'all still working on that plan?
There's a plan in place. In fact, we are going to go from here, Natalie, to a special meeting today and be adopting the rest of what's called Project Restore, RESTOR. And that project is about getting help to people, getting bills separated from these longer cycled out bills to let people have a reset and get it straight. The city also needs to do this. We have to sort of audit, for lack of a better word, the way that this has occurred and just fix it. But what we want to make sure is that people are not panicked and worried about that, especially during the holiday and especially during this way more than a cold snap we're about to go through. So that's the other thing I'll be doing today is working on preparing the city
That's
with
one
my
thing that's
team.
weird to me. I don't like anybody like talking and looking at me like when we're in a close, like situation like that. Like we interviewing with a reporter, and if you keep
You
turning your
steady
head
looking at
towards
me
me, like,
like,
cause you're not talking to me. We talking to the reporter. Like, why you keep
oh,
turning?
because I'm reaching out for help, man. I need you. Listen, I
Okay.
brought you up
So you
here.
don't think he moving his foot like boom, hitting his foot with his shoe?
No, he might be. This might be an abusive relationship.
Or what could be some significantly cold weather that we're not used to here.
Right, right. And just having a backup plan in place too
Yes.
For what happens if it is.
Just, that nigga whole hand is black.
How long ago was this? Cause like we're big as hell now.
This was December 21st, 2022.
So 4 years ago. Okay.
Yeah, this was within the first 100 days of him being elected.
Okay. He might be stress eating. Cause the food around here ain't that good.
Hell no, it's at Olive Garden.
Detrimental,
Yes.
just that really, really cold weather coming through. Reddix, tell me what are some of the things you've been hearing from your constituents?
She bailed him out. She was like, "You talking too much. Let's get over to Reddit because he looking stupid over here." Ah, damn.
Constituents about their complaints with our the past or recently utility issues.
Well, we had a breach, which was a situation that we went through.
Now,
Well, dumb mother. He said we had a breach, which is something we went through. You just
is
said the
that
same goddamn thing within 2 seconds.
it was a filler sentence.
That's
He's
how you
buying. Yeah.
know, but that's how you know when people just be talking. Like just talk for no reason. Usually people with big mouths talk a lot and don't be saying nothing.
Is that Tim Scott? Listen, man, I'm tired of y'all and this Tim Scott reference. I need y'all to know who Tim Scott is. Okay, first off, because Tim Scott, he doesn't deserve what you guys are giving him. That's Tim Scott. That's Tim Scott. Hold on.
Oh
Hold on.
wow, who was? Oh,
Hold on.
Well, listen, I worked on Republican members yesterday. We made progress. We picked up more votes yesterday. Every single more yes to the procedural vote. It allows us to continue the conversation and fight over some of those germane issues that you talked about. President Trump, let's remind ourselves President Trump has done something no other president in the history of our country said yes to, which is complying to the ethics strategy and standard for all elected officials. We've never had a president ever say yes to that issue, that question. So it's good news. We're making progress there on the issue of rewards. Right now, Maria, crypto firms can do anything they want because there is no regulatory standard for rewards. Passing clarity actually creates rules of the road that are in the best interest of the American financial system.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. One, two. Let's compare and contrast.
We went through COVID, so people are already playing catch up through.
Or recently, utility issues.
Well, it's we've had a breach, which was a situation that we went through. We went through COVID, so people are already playing catch up, and now it's been just a longer process of being able to catch up. And so we've been working hand in hand with the administration on a way where it's not this survival mode that people are living in, but where we can get things back to normal. And one of the things you're always going to hear from me is moving forward. So we can quit worrying about the past. But a lot of people have called saying, they've received cutoff notices, or the bill was read wrong, or they never got a utility bill. And so just trying to clean everything up and get it going forward is the biggest thing that I'm so excited about, and constituents are so excited about. And we just want to keep getting that word out there: restore, restore, restore.
he ignorant. Cause I really listened to that for the first time, like word by word. He didn't answer a goddamn thing. He just talked. Just he like a puppet. Like I said, like those little puppets that you, those hand puppets.
Did you stuff your hand up there?
Yes, you gotta put your hand inside it and make it talk. Every time he talked, that's what he remind me of.
Oh
When you gotta
man.
flap your hands together and the mouth just be moving.
Oh
That's what
no.
I see.
Where do you put your hand at again?
Up under it.
Oh, okay. I'm under it. All right, cool.
And so, what do y'all want people to know who are watching who maybe have gotten that, astronomical like 3,000?
That's scary as shit. I'm not gonna lie. That is scary as a
But
motherfucker.
she said 3,000 though.
Utility bill, and have kids and just holidays, everything to really
That
prepare
was a good
for. And
question.
they're, probably very worried right now. What would you like for them to know?
They're not being cut off. So we're going to get through this season. They need to focus on family and taking care of their children. One of the things we immediately did now was, if you will, arrest the old part so that that's not following them right now. We're going to, in the next 30 days, come to where they sort of start anew, and then we'll deal with the past due. We also know that a bunch of them are just wrong. They were either read in error or they estimated wrong, and that all has to be corrected. So the thing to tell people is follow the process that you were given in the previous
So that's
administration
a
in terms of the
management issue, right?
That is a back office issue. Yes.
So you should be meeting. Yeah, y'all know how that go. That's a
Yeah.
management issue. I'm not saying of course he's not supposed to know everything that's going. own, right?
Absolutely, he is.
At that, no, what I'm saying is at
Absolutely.
that level. So now that
Yes, he
it's not
is.
supposed to. No, let me explain what I'm trying to say. Okay, thank you. So when you have
Almost
issues, you
removed you.
never bring it to the CEO. Is what I'm saying. That's why you have managers and supervisors. So if it got this bad and him not knowing about it until now, that's what I'm saying.
That was his guy, Michael Marcotte. That's why I'm telling you, he already knew. Listen, my this is my supposition, and anybody can disagree with me on any grounds of it at any point in time. I will die. I will go to my grave believing that Jock was involved in the data breach.
No,
Conveniently, it was all his
nobody said
people.
he wasn't. Big
It was
head, big
all,
mouth.
all of his people. No, that Nick, the one on the screen is the big mouth. Uh, Now, it was all his people in place. It was his CFO, it was his utility director, all these people, it was his cybersecurity, it was his administration cuz Jeff never switched out anybody. Jeff didn't switch out anybody. Jeff kept Jock Roy's administration. It was pretty much Jock Roy with just Jeff's face. That's what it was.
At a lower scale level, if you could go there for a second,
Mhm.
I was saying more so when you're dealing with the utility workers, yes, that's under Marcotte, but under him would be, the managers and supervisors. So they are the ones who should have went over, you know what I'm saying, those readings and whatnot, the complaints, everything that the utility office does, because the utility office is customer service and the meter readers and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
they resonate with each other. So ultimately, yes, Roy would have known, but I was speaking on a lower level of it had been going on before the breach. So we can't blame inaccurate readings on, you know, the high bills, because that's not right, because I've had my meter reread and it was the same goddamn bill. They said, "Oh, it's right." You know?
Now,
So
Nat is bringing up a good point. You have to remember that Jock said he stated that he was working on the restore plan a year prior to him even running for office. How do we explain that? Reconcile that, smarty pants.
I was still stuck on what I was saying. I wasn't reading no comments like
Oh,
you
well, no, go ahead and
while
read
I
the
was
comment then.
talking,
Read the comment.
but I was talking. So
Okay,
that's why
read
I
the
wasn't
comment. Now
reading.
you're
I
not
wasn't.
talking, so read the comment.
I actually was still talking and you talking over me. Is this what you want tonight? I saw that comment. They ain't got nothing to do with what I was saying. Now what? Waiting on you.
Don't wait on me. I told you to read the comment.
I said I saw it, and it had nothing to do with what I was saying.
So how do you
So that's
reconcile that? Okay, so well, who cares about what you were saying? Can you tell me why he would know that all these problems existed a year before he ran?
nope. I'm not telling you a goddamn thing.
Oh, wait. Here's Brown. He said Roy knew he wanted to run again, and he began working on a plan to help the people. He said he wanted to help the people. That's why he did it. Okay, never mind. Okay, thank you for that answer. Jeez, like pulling teeth.
Healing or whatever, make that notice known. But I've already instructed our people; they're not the cutoffs.
Hey, when he said our people, why did he look over at Reddix?
He's talking about the council people, though, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
That normally happen under ordinance in the city have been suspended right now while we work through this. And that's not to tell people, don't worry about it, don't ever pay bills. It's to say, we're going to work through what got us in this problem right now and fix it first. And then at some point, it becomes normative time again, and we, People need to pay bills and people need to focus on it. But I can't have people worried. Rex can't have people worried in this holiday season about stuff
Nah,
that's
that
not.
wasn't what it was. Y'all just ain't want y'all goddamn phones ringing during the holiday season. Stop lying.
Right.
And that's the important thing.
Right, great. Well, it's great to hear you say that too. Okay, so looking past utilities,
Yes.
what will be the next issue to tackle?
Well, all throughout this, the biggest issue has been public safety, and we work on those things every day. We have a sort of a task force, if you will, that works on policy issues and changes that we want to make there every day. And I think past that, I think that's the number one issue, Natalie. And then you get into this basic services. Restore is part of basic services, but there's a lot of issues with the utility that need to be put back into the practice of where it needs to be. And that utility really can help do a lot of things. It helps the city provide for lots of quality of life services and things that a city that wouldn't have that municipal like we do could not do. So if it's not functioning right, that's going to affect quality of life. And I need to get that back, and the council.
If it's not functioning right, it's your fault. That's what you needed to say. If it's not functioning right, that means that it's automatically on the city's responsibility.
And he can't blame nobody for anything because he was only out of office for one term. So this man has almost 16 years under his belt.
That
So
means, yeah.
it's nobody he could blame but Mr. Randolph, right? Because Mr.
Mm,
Randolph was before him. So
hold on. Nah, I didn't want to go through all this, but I do want to go through all this.
can you answer my question first?
What was the question?
Don't you worry about it.
No, go ahead and repeat it for the crowd, please.
Why aren't you listening?
I am listening, but I want everybody else to get a clear understanding of what the
No,
question
that ain't
was.
what it was. You just ain't know what the question was, and you just wanted to hear it again.
Can you ask the guy? Can you please ask the question one more time?
It was more. It was Warren can't blame anybody but Mr. Ned Randolph, right? Because he was before him. Jock Warren was only out one term, which was 4 years. He
How
has
can he
nobody else
blame?
to blame.
How he
He
can't
can't. He
blame
got to
Ned
stop blaming
Randolph?
Jeff Hall. Is what I'm saying. He got to
Uh,
stop blaming Jeff Hall. That was one term. He's been in office almost 16 years. So the
yeah.
only person he can blame is Ned Randolph.
No, he can't even blame Ned.
That's
He
what I'm
would never
saying.
blame Ned. Hold on,
That's what I'm saying.
let me do this real quick. Because if they removed the FAQ on Restore, I'm gonna be really, really mad. Okay, here we go. No, Project Restore grant application update. Project Restore grant application installment plan payment update. Square grant update updates. Project okay. Boom. Wait, water restoration. Okay, boom. All right. So Alexandria Project Restore seeks to restore electricity security to our ratepayers through three primary means. A return to 30-day billing cycles, creating a going forward balance under normal conditions of payment and delinquency rules. The normal balance and a reset of delayed readings of meters occurred in 2021 and 2022, freezing certain qualified pass-through residential accounts for installment plans and continuity of services. The restore balance. And C, identification of qualified residential accounts for additional financial and grant assistance to bring restore balances current. So, identification of qualified residential accounts for additional financial and grant assistance. So they were qualifying people for grants, right? So you did not know, again, whether it was a grant or a loan. That's what and Michael Marcotte, the director of utilities.
Have you noticed they stopped talking about it and stuff? Nobody talks about it no more. They just gave up when they started silencing everybody at the city council
Yep.
meetings.
Yep. Yep. Okay, so let's get to the FAQ. We got us another fancy FAQ. What? Wait, what?
I told you what happened to the website. I told y'all When I started, I'm telling you, when I started doing some research on the way Roosevelt Johnson would vote, I started posting it on YSKT. They update the whole website, so all the links are broken. So the only way you can actually get to something is if you actually search for it manually.
Well, there's not nothing there. Wait, wait, hold on. Michael is a CEO of an energy company in North Louisiana. Damn. Got him. Got him. And they gave him a nice little severance package on the way out. Ma'am, Tavares isn't paying you any attention. Listen, you guys got to stop this divisiveness. Michael is now the CEO of an energy company in North Louisiana. Got him. Out of there. So the FAQ, so they took down this FAQ. Okay. Say less. I guess they didn't want to have people asking questions.
So I found, which I forgot to I forgot all about it. But I think you have to Google it
Mm-hmm.
because when I was writing down Jock Roy's projects, I was researching Restore. So if you type in Jock Roy Restore, RESTOR in Google, I think you'll find it's gonna be a link to where it's a couple documents dealing with the restore, and it has the questions, and it's pretty much like a FAQ.
Oops. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I'm like, what did you do? We can't hear, or I
Okay.
can't hear.
No, I think I lost contact. Hold on.
Okay.
We have to remember is we have to have the residents, but we need the commercials. That's gonna
So it was a big.
Nah, I still couldn't hear you. You can hear it?
I can hear it.
All right. Well,
Come out, come back. There was a big ordeal. Hold on, let me stop. Stop. Okay. Maybe I gotta do it like that. There was this big ordeal about whether or not Restore also applied to businesses, right? Because the businesses have a larger bill, substantially larger bill. Would you accept the position of public information officer in the new administration? Mr. Mayor,
what?
are you reading the screen?
I don't have my glasses on. Let me look at
You
the
don't need glasses
let
to
me click.
read.
You sound like a fool. You sound like the man up there talking with that orange tie on. Why wouldn't I need my glasses to read, dummy? Hold on, let me click this icon right here so I can go to the comments right quick.
Hell no.
What's your public information officer? Hmm.
You'll think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll think about it.
Affect quality of life, and I need to get that back, and the council needs to help me get that back, and I think they're committed to that.
and also, with Restore, I've had people call about commercial accounts. And, what we have to remember is we have to have the residents, but we need the commercials business also. So it's going to help everybody.
So you were giving grant money to commercial businesses that belong to the citizens. Why is it so low? I don't know. Let me see if I can turn it up. It is low on my end too. Let me boost the volume up.
And it's just such a major thing of infrastructure for our city is dealing with the utilities. And then, as the mayor has stated, we can go to public safety, but their utilities really affects everything.
Right, it does. And it makes it hard too when utilities are all lost at the same time for days on end. And it just makes it hard, I think, for everybody involved too, alike. When we're talking about public safety concerns, what are some of the main parts that you think are vital in addressing this issue?
I think that the number one issue is needing to get community police back as strong as we can. And that takes lots of different moving parts coming together. But, there's a lot of talk out there about what community policing is or is not. And at the basic level, people need to understand when our cops are policing neighborhoods where they know the people in the neighborhoods and the people in the neighborhoods know them, you get a different result. Right. So strip away all the other stuff that's out there and you can Google and you can look at. That's what community.
So basically, he said that community policing means exactly what the fuck I said it meant. You can Google it all you want to. You can look at the definitions. You can even get on Wikipedia and look up what community policing means. But what it means is what the hell I said it meant. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to give you community service officers at the corridor and then the pickleball courts.
I would never in my life risk my life doing something like that, especially when you're unprotected, right? Because they not gonna have weapons, bro. Like they gotta call actual reinforcements.
They got a car. A car could be a weapon. You saw how that lady got the baby got killed in Mississippi because they said the car was a weapon and the cop killed the baby. So you can use a car as a weapon. I know that's a little dark, but it's reality. Yeah. That's
Policing is about. And the sooner we are in a position to have the right force in place that can do that, the better off we are. So that's when you hear us talk about some partnerships and other things. It's not about partnering away our responsibility in the police. It's about having some of the easier parts of it solved so we can get our folks in either the tougher parts or just the parts where they get intelligence from the people out there.
Right.
He's talking about snitches. He's talking about community snitches. And it kind of puts me in the never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Can't believe how different it is when someone goes, that's the house we've been watching. You need to.
That's the house we've been watching. You need to, you know. And look who he's sitting next to. Yeah.
It can change the results of situations drastically.
Right. Well, I think we're all looking forward to seeing some of those changes come into place, and we are very relieved that you are tackling those issues, especially the utilities. First off, yes. Thank y'all both for joining us today. We appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
And we'll be.
That was tough. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I don't see it. Let me share this instead. Here we go. So if you guys don't know, there is a guy who chose to be our op early on. This was years ago. He chose Community Confidential Information Liaison, CCIL. We all know a few of those. I know one of them, definitely. Ward's problem is a dictator, not a mayor. That is why a lot of situations Alexandria is not moving forward. He wants to be a one-man show. That much we can agree on. There's a guy that chose to be our op. His name is Lamar White Jr. And he wrote this article. First, there's another couple articles. Every article that they need to gloat or polish knobs, he was there with a rag and a mouthful of spit. Uh, let's see. He talks about how he graduated from blah 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 blah, and then he throws in a video about River Fed, because at that time River Feds were just getting started. Um, Jack Ward currently enjoys the highest approval rating of any major elected official in Central Louisiana. In Alexandria, his approval is 26 points higher than Donald Trump's and 35 points higher than State Representative Lance Harris. And if he were to run again, he would likely win by a 20-point margin, no matter who ran against him. And it was also for the first campaign in which I had ever played an active role. It also happened to be one of the nastiest and craziest races in city's history, which made it a particularly instructive experience for a rookie political observer like me. At the time, the city of Alexandria was in the middle of a landmark lawsuit against the utility giant Clico, which, according to two whistleblowers, had systematically overcharged city ratepayers for several years. Roy was the lawyer for the two whistleblowers, which meant that he knew more about the case, worth tens of millions of dollars in value, than anyone else, including the city's own lawyers. The dollar signs in front of the case made it particularly ripe for political corruption and shenanigans. The city council had entered into a lucrative contingency fee agreement with local attorneys whose only qualifications were their friendships and, in at least one case, pre-existing business relationship with council members. The whole thing reeked, and Roy put the case in front and center in his campaign, pledging to clean up arrangements and to ensure the citizens wouldn't lose millions to a group of politically connected attorneys. This is something on which this case with the city of Alexandria and Clico is uh, a part of the foundation on which the Can We Be Frank show was built on. That's how much we actually know about the details of this case. We went and got all the Jastille law information and took episode on top of episode for weeks at a time, pouring through the information. And what I want to connect with this story with Project Restore is that when Jock was running for mayor, he was also the lawyer for the two whistleblowers in the Clico case. And as he just described, he knew more about what was going on than the own city's attorneys, which would at that time was Ned Randolph and his administration. But they said that there were people on the council that were hiring, right? Because this comes back later on. They had hired their own attorneys, and they were talking about how those attorneys were being chosen based on friendships. Now, the irony of all this is that Jock Roy wanted to get rid of them so he could do it. He wanted to be the one to use his connections to screw the people over. My whole contingency on why this Clico lawsuit went the way it went is because once they discovered how bad Clico was screwing the city of Alexandria, Jock was like, no, I have a better idea. Let me screw the people in the city of Alexandria. And I can mask it as cleaning up the swamp or whatever the fuck, right? That's what he did. Because how this connects to the restore plan is that for years, the monies that was awarded to the ratepayers was locked away in an escrow account that could only be used by the people that it affected. We're talking millions of dollars, right? And the problem was Jock didn't want to tell the people that the money was there, although people knew the money was there. Jeff Hall probably knew the money was there. But the only way that they could take full advantage of taking it from the people was to come up with something like Project Restore, which is how Restore was funded with the monies from the lawsuit. Does that make any sense? Did I lose anybody? Shamir, you're pretty smart. Did I lose you?
I'm listening.
So it was unclaimed funds from the Clico case that bankrolled this grant loan restore bullshit. That's what it was. And he needed a program to shimmy that money out of that escrow. And the only way that he could do that is to create a program like Restore where he would say, this is a grant, because it's not really a grant. It's really their money. It's just unclaimed money. We could find out who was on the city council at that time. Listen, you guys might want to settle in. It's going to be a long campaign season. We're going to rehash some of these stories.
It's going to be a desperate campaign season.
For some, for others, it's going to be a cakewalk because we all can see where the conspiracy is. This is a conspiracy. He wanted that money. He wanted a way to get a hold of that money. Listen, Roy was the final candidate to announce at that time. It appeared the race would be between Dolores Brewer, a white Republican, and Mayor Randolph's chief of staff, and Roosevelt Johnson, an African-American Democrat who had been elected to an at-large seat on the city council only 2 years prior. Roy's last-minute entrance into the race was a surprise, and it immediately changed the dynamics of the election. With the help of a nationally award-winning direct mail campaign led by our soul Baychak, Roy quickly surged into the lead. All these are links that are dead. Let's see. He captured 33% of the vote in the crowded primary, and Roosevelt Johnson, who ran an extraordinary campaign with very few resources, famously knocking on the doors of every home in the entire city, missed a runoff by a razor-thin margin of only 17 votes, separated him from Dolores Brewer. You know who else lost by 16, 17 votes? Reddix Washington. That's a fact. Roy won the general election against Brewer in a landslide with 76% of the vote. Roy would win his next two elections in the primary, and Johnson would rebound from his loss, recapture his old seat at the city council, and become one of Mayor Roy's most important allies. And that's why, listen, Shamir, you know why it looked completely ridiculous what Roosevelt was doing? Look who he learned from. Look who he learned from. You have to look at who how he bond hunts all the time. He's always looking for a bond to sell y'all out. Dolores Brewer found a place in city government as well. She currently serves as Roy's director of planning. Dolores Brewer, isn't that the lady over HUD?
You'll have to Google. I don't know.
Oh, Universal Collective Network knows. She's still in politics. See, I'm trying to tell y'all this shit was all rigged. These people are all friends. That's what I'm telling you. These people are all friends.
For sure. And like a lot of them not even qualified for their positions. And that ain't right.
Dolores Brewer is over. Yeah, she's over planning. Yeah, she still is. She never left. Ever. There have been setbacks and false starts, and Roy has been sometimes stymied and even slandered by a vocal minority on the city council. In my opinion, the greatest disappointment we experienced, and I say we because I am a member of his administration at the time, was the defeat of a multi-million-dollar proposal to revitalize the site of the Hodges Stockyard in Lower Third. a majority minority neighborhood that had suffered from decades of disinvestment and neglect. Today, there are newly constructed apartments on the site, but the city's initial plan would have been far superior. It was a brilliant redevelopment proposal, a mixed use, mixed income development that included a pharmacy and a small grocery store. But for reasons I will never entirely understand, the city council narrowly rejected the plans, even though it involved only a negligible public investment and infrastructure improvement. Although this occurred years after I left, was not a consequence of any decision made by Roy and his administration. I was similarly disappointed in the Rapides Parish Police Jury's decision to invest more than $25 million to renovate the dilapidated Rapides Parish Coliseum instead of partnering on a new arena development at the site of the cleaned up Reston Foundry. This guy, mind you, this guy is absolutely fucking insufferable. When I tell you he's got Popeye like forearms. Get your buddy in the top spot, and then he will appoint you to an influential position. Yep. That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we can deep dive into this. This is a deep cut. This is an old article from 2018. So yeah, we can get into this more later more, if you will. I guess I got to do it tonight. We're gonna wrap the show up. We're gonna return on Tuesday, guys. Tuesday, we'll be back. Since Miss Alita decided not to show up this evening, I guess I gotta go do the names myself. Brother Nat, thank you for calling in and coming in. Miss Adrian Hall, thank you for stopping by. Miss Autumn, appreciate you coming through. Good brother Mark, good luck on your race. Glad you're actually, doing the part. He said they're going to build a pickleball court and ball. So ball, get ready. He's just joking, guys. He's just joking. Miss Linda Bell was here. Miss Linda Thomas was here. Miss Velma came through. All right. Let's see who else. Sister April, what's going on? She said he had 4 years to make a touchdown and still haven't made one. It's time for someone else to run the ball. That's what I'm saying. You need a new quarterback. Let's see. Brother Lim came through. Now, if y'all don't know who Brother Lim Thomas is, that's Miss Linda's, that's her husband. He is a long-time council person out there in Bunkie. So he knows a thing or two. Brother Brown came through. Appreciate that. Let's see. I think it looks like that's about it. That's the only people that chose to say something. Everybody else was just watching with their finger on the button. I gotta get to the bottom of the list. Hold on.
Yeah, they say pickleball is a trend now, Miss Salita. So I guess followers,
pickleball.
I guess we gotta be followers and we gotta do the same thing. And look at us, we can't even keep common stuff open like our IHOP. But you want to spend money on, I don't give a damn if it was private or whatever the case may be, right? You get what I'm saying? We can't even keep a goddamn IHOP here. But you want to keep up with the latest sports.
Can't even keep a goddamn In and Out in this motherfucker. Can't keep a. We got a Whataburger over town or what?
Yeah. And that's too damn high to be here. That's perfect for Texas. That's too high, man. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing you can just pull up to and get all the time, like McDonald's or something. McDonald's is so trash.
McDonald's is goy slop. They put horse meat and some more shit in there.
All I eat is their fish fillet. I love me a fish fillet, bro. Oh my goodness.
It's probably tilapia.
Man, they never said what kind of fish good though. They never said it was catfish. Okay, they just said it was fillet fish.
It was a fillet of a fish. It was some type of fish. He said, "Y'all ain't about that quality of life." Hell nah. Definitely not that shit. They talking about aces. You can go
And
to
then
the
put
what was the aces?
uh one was like the mall, the zoo, the parks, and dining. I think it was good.
Fuck,
Excuse me.
niggas ain't trying to do all that, bro. I'm sorry, I'm being frank. Oh yeah, Mayor Thompson. Shout out to Mayor Thompson. Y'all don't. We got history with Mayor Thompson. Mayor Thompson is a real one. And for all y'all out there in Jonesboro that might be watching, that's a real one right there. You talking about somebody they tried to tear apart. That man won that seat. They took him to court. They tried to accuse him of everything in the book. They did. I'm talking all the Jim Crow era courthouse shit that you could do. They did that. They did it. They turned the sprinklers on the supporters. I mean, they did everything. Everything. And now he's still running. He's still running. I hope he wins. Say y'all ain't about that quality of life. I'm not about that quality of life. Not no goddamn. If they forcing people to pay for the zoo, you know what? Because you spend so much, because we subsidize the zoo so much, why are people even paying to get in the zoo? The zoo is a city property. It should be just like a public park, shouldn't it? This mayor race is important. He knows it. He knows it, Erica.
He better be ready to spend all his life savings on winning this.
It's not going to help. Money will not help you this campaign. It will not help you. These people are looking for answers. And when they get to asking questions like, where did the money go? Jock's not going to answer it. When they get to asking questions about, was it a data breach? Jock's not going to want to answer it. I encourage you guys, if you get that one-on-one time with Jack Roy, ask him about the data breach. Ask him about it and see what he says.
Right. Ask anybody about it, man.
Ask everybody about the data breach, because it did apparently affect all of you because all of your data was breached, but y'all were never notified of it. And Jock, just as a personal note, Jock, if this was a scam and a scandal and you charaded around and paraded around like this data breach was just some one-off, or if you had Jeff Hall go to that city council and ask them for $8 million in ransom money and there was no actual perpetrator of the crime but you, all I'm saying is he knew the money was there. Who else would know the money was there? Who else would know the money was there? So, yeah, he does know it's over. I want to see if he's going to, let me see if he got any new, y'all ever notice he be sweating a lot more?
Hell yeah. I posted on YSKT because I'm about to do this thing where I'm introducing all the candidates, even if I'm not for them, right?
Right.
But I'm introducing all the candidates and I'm introducing like certain things that they've done in their time period. So Jock Roy is the first person that I posted. I hadn't received, of course the views are there, but nobody's saying, well, you know, the white population isn't saying anything
because they
about
were
him.
in it. I think they all stood the game from it. I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay, let's not make accusations. It's not like anyone here is a forensic accountant. I'm not a forensics accountant, but it doesn't take I watch a lot of ID investigation discovery. I watch a lot of that. I watch a lot of conspiracy videos. I know about the Illuminati. You know what I mean? I know about the owl, Molech, that they go out in Bohemian Grove and they dance around, do the cremation of care. I know about that stuff. I know about the music industry, how devilish it is. But no, I'm not a forensics accountant. Oh, hold on. We got some late breaking. Oh, he said, you know, being sarcastic. Hold on. I gotta wait.
Alexandria is more than a city. It's our home. And every neighborhood, every family, and every business deserves the opportunity to thrive. I'm Malcolm Marverdane, and I'm running for mayor because I believe our best days are still ahead. Together, we can build a safer community, encourage new businesses and jobs, improve our neighborhoods, and create opportunities that keep our young people right here at home. This campaign isn't about districts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about one Alexandria working together with a shared vision for progress, accountability, and growth. When we unite behind common goals, there's nothing our city can't accomplish. I'm ready to listen, lead, and work every day for the people of Alexandria. I'm Malcolm Marverdane, and I'd be honored to earn your vote for Mayor of Alexandria. Together, let's write the next chapter for our city.
Hey, he's coming out the gate swinging. All right. Listen, there's a level of honesty that you have to have with people now. Now that times have changed and the landscape has changed so much. Like, the old tricks don't work in this new world. I don't know if that makes any sense. But the things that got people elected in the past, it doesn't work in this new world. I remember when y'all broke down the state of the city when he said that they already had something in place before the utility scam. It did? Yes, they did. They did. Okay, Malcolm, even some of them white people tired of Roy. Yep. Listen, we're in a new, none of those old political tricks are going to work anymore. There's too many people, educated people that watch this show. That not just watch this show, but they carry the information on to other places and they have and engage in conversations with other people who are inquisitive and want to know. So the only thing that you can have is a reference point. You have to have the proof that this is X, Y, and Z. And Jock, the track record, bro. That's all I'm saying, the track record.
PQ.
It sucks to be you. That's all I can say. Sucks to be you. This is two people I wouldn't want to run against in this new environment. Somebody like Mr. Porter, I wouldn't want to run against him. I wouldn't want to run against Malcolm if I was Jock. And if I'm Villard, I wouldn't want to run against Greg. I'm going to be honest with you. Here's why. Because we're polar opposites. We're polar, total opposites. Everything that Greg is, Villard could never, not only isn't, he could never be. And that gives people option A or option B. And it's clearly two different complete directions. And if I'm Jim Bullard and I've been option A all this time, and people aren't happy with option A and where it's led them and where it's took them, they're automatically going to choose option B. PQ. And if you're Gary Johnson in your way through life, and a Mr. Porter comes along, by which you and Roosevelt Johnson conspired to get him out of his seat, Mr. Porter spun the block on that ass. And now it's up. And you don't have anything to run on. You spent 4 years and don't got nothing to run on.
PQ.
Those are the good old days. You talk about us real bad. That made my night seeing Mr. Porter back in the race. I made a post asking him and telling people to please ask him to run. Listen,
Yeah, definitely. That was definitely a surprise. Like, what, bro?
And we literally like less than 24 hours ago.
Like, what, bro?
Talk to him.
Like, what?
He was on the show with us last night. He was literally breaking down, the campaign finance stuff.
PQ. I know, I can't even say his name right now.
Oh.
I know Gary Johnson is shivering and shaking and stuttering.
No,
right now.
Gary Johnson just wants out. He wants out. I can tell when people want out. When people are in over their
definitely
heads,
do.
yeah, he wants out. But he had to run. He has to run. I'm so happy if we get Malcolm in there. Oh my God. Hey, listen. If you get Malcolm, Greg, and Mr. Porter, you can hang it up. You can hang it up. You can hang it up. Because at that point,
we will have representation.
We will have fair and equal representation. Fair because we are majority of the city. We are. The dream team. Man. So you're going to have Jules, Mr. Porter back together again with Greg Scott and Cynthia Perry. And you'll have Malcolm as the mayor. Lizzie and Fowler are inconsequential at that point. Because you have a majority council, you got the mayor seat. Man, I'm telling y'all, if you want to get your leg back for all these years of struggling and strife that they done did, yeah, they had 18 white mayors this time. Oh, we include Jeff in that. Jeff was a white mayor. I don't know why y'all guys keep adding him to our... He's not us.
You wrong for that.
He's not. Malcolm's going to be our first black mayor. And I'm going to be proud of him. I'm proud that he's running. I'm glad that he's running. It's about time Alexandria wrote ourselves into the history book with our first black mayor. And I think it's time that we have 2 black councilmen at large. Representation matters. All right, folks. Ms. Carter, thank you for stopping through. I want to add your name to the list too. So thank you guys for coming by. Tuesday, Thursday next week. This has been a roller coaster ride of a qualifications time. We're going to cover some of these these school board seats because I'm confused. There's so many people that threw their hat in the ring. So we're going to gather all that information and have that ready for y'all Tuesday. Also, city council meeting is Tuesday too. And now that election season is in full swing, well, now you're going to see a different city council meeting. I wonder if Jock's going to return. Will Jock return to the city council meetings? He's been absent for the last, two at least.
I heard he got a new jacket too.
No, did you hear what I said earlier about the jacket?
No.
Let me show you what happened with the jacket.
It's more.
Let's see. Let me go and find.
That jacket went from what? Hall of Fame to
No.
Honey
You missed
Mustard?
it. You missed it. Check it out. Oh, wait. We got updates. Stephen Maxwell's got updates. I would be remiss if I didn't share that before we left. He says that Ball Chief of Police Marshall Dean will serve another term running unopposed. Pineville City Marshal Murphy Rachel will serve another term running unopposed. Rapides Parish Judge David Williams will serve another term as District Judicial Ninth Judge after running unopposed. Judge Chris Hazel will serve another term as District Judge running unopposed. Rapides Parish Judge Monique Ross to serve another term
definitely need to go
as running unopposed. Greg Beard running unopposed. Brian Sespiva will serve his first full term as district judge after running unopposed. Chris Maxwell has been elected as district judge, 9th Judicial, after running unopposed. Doggett running unopposed. Lauren Lampert unopposed. Philip Terrell running unopposed.
Wait, what?
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 His seat was up too?
Yes.
Are you? Oh, bro, what the hell, bro?
Mark Mercer throws his hat against her hat. Yeah. Miss Ashley Baptiste, who I know. I remember she was an underclassman. I graduated in 01. She graduated in 02. And
that's a big
difference.
difference.
Yeah, this is. Shut up.
I appreciate the opportunity. First of all, just want to give a big shout out to.
I wanted you to notice that the reason he's wearing that yellow jacket is because those are his campaign colors. We missed the joke, or we missed the signature.
Man, look here. It's too hot to be playing like that with those dingy jackets. I ain't trying to get.
It's not dingy.
To everybody and let them know how important this election is going to be. And look, the main reason to run is very simple. We have to keep this momentum going. The city had to take some decisive action almost 4 years ago, and we were heading in the wrong direction. And I would just say we are marching down the field. We are over the 50. We're not in the red zone yet, but we are driving. And now's not the time to throw an interception. Where we are today is we have gotten our utilities back straight and running right, and we are making all the right moves to get this city's public safety under control. Our cops are paid at the highest level. They're the highest benefited. They're the most resourced, and they'll let you know that. And so we just need to keep this momentum moving. And the last thing we need to do is change that momentum. We've got developments right across from here that we just announced. We have developments that are going to come out next week that are pretty big. These are job-creating developments, non-controversial job-creating developments. This is work the city's doing with our partners, and we just can't wait to keep doing more. And we're just excited about this opportunity. It's about momentum, and it's not about figuring out how to let someone learn on the job just because they say they want to change versus knowing what to do, being proven, being ready, and being about togetherness and uniting this city.
So what's going on with District 4? So does that mean nobody running against her? I ain't hear nobody qualify.
Yeah, nobody's running against her. That's what I was talking about earlier. District 4 is one of those places, it's a legacy district. Where,
yeah, I know, like 4 and 5.
Yeah, legacy districts don't typically, they all come together and agree that, okay, you're going to be the person. And she seems to be the person that has brought the most to District 4 by gerrymandering parts of District 2 and District 3. So,
I agree.
Yeah, so she would be the person for the job. So why was he talking about the cop? I don't know why he keeps talking about the cop. I don't know why. Oh, because of the crime. Yeah. Every election season, guys, you ever notice every election season, there's a lot more shootings? Nobody ever notices that? Every election season, there's always a bunch of shootings. And it's always in the black neighborhoods. I don't know. I can't make heads or tails of it. So, but he believes in what he's saying.
That's why I'm running. I appreciate the opportunity. First of all, just want to give a big shout out to everybody and let.
Not a big shout out. Not a big shout out. I think he took y'all advice and talked to McCaffrey about language and lingo. See, Jock, you got to be relatable, man. You got to tell him you want to give him a shout out.
You should try a different hairstyle.
You can't. He probably scared the shit out of his wife if he did. That is, listen.
PQ.
Yeah. 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 You know what it reminds me of? You ever watch that show Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody told Jock that was his look a long time ago, and he never let that shit go.
Nope.
They said, Jock, this is, yeah.
PQ.
Hold on. Oh, no, they didn't even do it that bad. Hold on. Hold on, here it goes. He thinks he's that guy. There, he thinks he's this guy. He thinks he's Mike from Jersey Shore. I don't know if that's his real name. He just looks like a Mike. I don't know. PQ. Yeah. They said you got to go tan and spiky, Jock. You gotta go tan and spiky. It's your look. Let me stop. Stop fucking with people. All right, guys. That's the longest wrap up ever. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll be back Tuesday. You know why we're here. You know what we're doing. Breaking news. Your reporter surprises the District 2 council race by adding his bid for councilman. Damn.
I'm still speechless about that one, cause
yeah, I'm like, what the hell,
boy? Porter never gives up, cause like Miss Selena be saying, I would never.
I would have. Yeah, you know what? To be honest with you, after they played in my face like that, I would have walked away. I would have. It would have took an act of Congress to get me to come back and deal. But you know what? The whole time he's been out of office, he's still been doing the work
for free.
For the free, folks. He's still been doing the work. He's still been doing the public awareness. He's still been helping. He helped us with quite a few things. Matter of fact, there's not a lot that we don't run by Mr. Porter. If you see us doing it, there's not a lot we don't run by him to see, get his expertise on it. So, glad to hear him back. Oh, Miss Jeannie Moran, she added herself to the list now. Thank you for joining us, Miss Jeannie Moran. We getting out of here. But yeah. We out.
Something is mentally wrong with black people who can support this administration. Come on, I can't hear nobody. How do you have absence of self-love that you'll sell your whole people out just to get a paycheck? Is there one?
During Jim Crow, the black family was together.
Black congressmen, black senators calling the president daddy. Something is wrong with you. Black preachers who said this is who God sent. Something is wrong with you. Black people on your job, are you telling me a tax cut is worth selling your people out? Is there one?
He's been a chronic disappointment, and I feel embarrassed that I told people to go vote for him because this wasn't going to happen, and it is happening.
I can't believe you, sis.
Veda One Handbags is an affordable luxury handbag brand designed for women who carry ambition, style, and purpose wherever life takes them.
Stay organized wherever life takes you with the Move On Your Time and Positive bag, featuring spacious compartments, a convenient hanging hook.
Some places are a trap. That's why it's bored in there, there's nothing to do. They won't bring anything there, any resources. They won't bring any activities for the children, and people wonder why. I wonder why they won't bring this to the city. They can do this and do that. They won't do that because it's all set up for when the children get out of high school to go ahead and put them in prison.
It's not about raw numbers, it's about the per capita. Tell me you never went to school. Like, you guys have a smaller population, but you make up the vast majority of the crimes. Like, come on, it's common sense. Like, totally, like, what is not clicking for you? Like, fucking low IQ, dude. Can you believe that? This dude said we commit the most crimes. It's not like, you guys commit, like, what, 25% of the total crimes, while we commit 70, but your population is much smaller. You shouldn't be committing 25% of the crimes. Like, I know I commit 70%, but like, come on, dude. The raw numbers don't mean nothing.